Well, potential final encounter of the game.
If none are better.
What do you say then?
Let's go.
Are you well said? Open the door, soldiers. The Shining Lady's crusade ends now.
And so we reach the end of a long, long journey. If you only knew the sacrifices I made to bring us to this point, all of them worthwhile.
We've detected illusion magic. Who else is here? Don't expect me to believe you're alone.
Change is upon us. Great and righteous change. You've come to face me, so do so. Now is our time. Fernan, you've caught me in your spell as well. I can't move!
Have I now? How distressing for you. You'll just have to stand and watch as my plan reaches fruition.
Shocking.
Your plan? What do you mean? Heffernan, what are you doing?
You'll find out soon enough, my puppet. Once the devils begin their march into this world. Bleed, Bospawn. Bleed for my master.
Gods help us all. They've opened the portal to the Nine Hells. Out! Everyone get out and get the vault door locked now!
How would that fucking door help? Even if it was indestructible, they could just break a wall or barrel through the mud stone. Portal has to be closed, that's the only way. Sir, what about...
Leave them! There's no time! We have to secure the vault immediately! Devils could flood this place any second!
Heffernan, what have you done? I will not let him corrupt our work by bringing forth an army of fiends! Crusaders, with me!
Well, it's not like we have better things to do. More, well... I'm not sure, they didn't exactly play this as a dramatic twist, and it certainly wasn't. It's something that's you can see from 100 miles away. See what they do with it. Oh, we lost all our enchantments. Fuck you, game. Fuck you with the iron spike. So all the buffing was completely worthless. We can't even move without the buffing though, so congratulations, you get to see me redo all of it. So fuck you game, fuck you, 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 but no, don't do that. Do not do it.
Good as done.
You need to... I was suspecting it because people who make these games don't know how to design them. That's how I know it's
I am
very
not a servant to
frequently
carry
happens.
so much.
They just don't know how to do it.
I am not a servant to carry so much. I have dropped it.
They always fuck it up. Why can't, because you're not a fighter, right? Anywho, so...
Avernus, the first pit of the Nine Hells assaults your senses. The stench of brimstone and curdled milk fills your nostrils, coating your tongue and throat in a nausea-inducing film. The bitter moans of the damned envelop you, pressing in from all sides, smothering. As your watering eyes grow accustomed to the dim lava light of the pit, you begin to feel the oppressive majesty of the blasted waste around you. In pursuing the Shining Lady, you have been brought to the darkest place imaginable, and the pursuit is not yet over. Crusader corpses litter the ground around you, but of Caelan herself, there is no sign.
Leaves a terrible taste to the player's mouth if you do it like this. Basically, you drum up now it's gonna be the final part, now it's gonna be the final fight, prepare, be sure you're all that ready to go, and then you move into it, and then you take everything away from the player. And then you're sitting there with your thumb up your ass, because you wasted a huge amount of resources in exchange for what exactly? Some minutes of wasted time when you drank your potions and used your unique or buffs you can do maybe once, and now we wasted them, just utterly wasted them. The only reason I'm not loading is because I don't think for a second that they were all that necessary, but they would have been made this much more convenient for me, so it's annoying. Also, I'm not looking forward to wasting my time again to do it, but certain things have to be done. Heroism, probably the most important thing. And no, fire resistance is by far the most important thing. That way I can ignore their spell casting. This will make our attacks more likely to hit. Yeah, did I lose my...
Thou dost always take me to such interesting places.
Yeah, the Crusaders are getting slaughtered. How big is this area? Not that big. I do like the fact that they made it look like the demonic area that you experience in the Baldur's Gate 2. It's not quite the same, but it's familiar enough that you recognize it. Drink the fucking potions, thank you. What else? Ace is the most important thing, naturally, but we need to do something else. Yeah. Ugh, clarity too. There's no more backups after these though. I would have really liked to just get in here and play.
My pockets are a little full right now. Had to drop
But
it.
the game says no. Another reason why you don't want to do it, it just kills the flow of the final encounter. Probably are not looking for the player to just sit around there for the next 5 minutes drinking potions. But on the other hand, why the fuck would you give them these resources if you don't expect them to not use them in a situation where you specifically gave them before? They've been shoveling these fire resistant things our way clearly in expectations that we're gonna have to utilize them at some point. And this is the point. There might be some disabling too. I don't know how much anti-magic weapons they have. We had others we could drink, but yeah, not sure how many are we gonna drink. So I think the clarity is important enough that yeah, we probably should drink it. Otherwise, our fully boosted guys will mostly kill our own guys, so that's probably not what we're going after really. Not the result we want. Right, so we're getting back to the position we started this one. Final buffs for you. Hopefully it's worth it. I'm gonna laugh when the first demon we encounter is gonna go dispel magic and it all goes back to nothing. Yeah, I'm going to save no matter what. Right. Onto the gas.
At once.
Don't think we really care about this. You should have never come to this place, mortals, but we are so very glad you did.
Back, you devils! Back, I say!
We're the ones who should be going back, darkness. There is no going back for you, mortals, nor forward either. Your journey ends here. Yep, take heart, Crusaders. Together we will slay this fiend.
You know, I don't think I've ever slain a fiend before. This should be fun.
More mortals come to entertain the Poxbringer Illyrio. How wonderful, minions. Rip them to shreds and bring me their hearts.
Well, it should be fun for someone at any rate. Watch out!
What are you
call?
firing? Ice balls. It's probably all good. It's an archer, it's not
Feel my power.
Can we talk to you?
You have my thanks. Without your help, we would surely be dead by now.
I don't want to bitch on these people. We want to get results. Okay, what did you expect when you charge headlong into 9 hills? I don't want to say this, but all the other options are terrible too.
It has all gone wrong. We were to have your blood to open the portal days ago. When we marched here, our numbers were to be legion. We never expected to have to hold DragonSpear Castle for so long. Never suspected Heffernan would betray us, or Our Lady would charge into darkness alone and unaided.
I can still pretend that I didn't understand that my blood is the key here. Okay, where is the Shining Lady?
There is a bridge not far from here that leads to a grey stone tower. When last I saw Caelan, she was making her way toward it in pursuit of Heffernan.
And that is where I must go. What of us? Right. These are worthless people as far as I'm concerned. Return to DragonSpear. I'll deal with Caelan.
I shall do as you say. May the lady... I mean... Timora favor you. Farewell.
If they couldn't handle pathetic demons like this, how could they handle something serious? Blood-soaked minutes. Its notes are written in bloody ink that remains bright and sticky against the disturbingly warm parchment. Session 8355. Attending, consumer of sacred souls, lord of the razor peaks, and ruler of the devouring eyes, destroyer of ancient enemies, she who walks on shards of flint and bone. All other members in absentia. Destroyer of ancient enemies. As is known, I have long laid claim to a singular mortal soul, one with divine consumer of souls. We know your plans well. How could they escape our notice? You've spoken of little but your return to the prime material plane ever since you returned to us. She who walks. Let us not waste time reviewing this yet again. Shall we move on to the next item? Destroyer. We will follow the agenda. That is the order of things, and order guides us in all. Lord of Razor Peaks. Infinity weighs heavily on an unstimulated mind. She who walks. Infinity, yes, but it's been, what, a century by mortal reckoning? This continued obsession wearies me. Destroyer. Perhaps changing circumstances will prove more intriguing than my worrisome ordeal. Another has claimed the soul I seek. The exile is a mortal, yes, but he is possessed of dire power, sufficient even to threaten us. Scribe's hand, a mortal powerful enough to challenge my master. This cannot be. He who walks. He wouldn't dare provoke our wrath. Destroyer. Are you certain of that? He is in Baldur's Gate. He stalks my prey. Consumer of souls. Such arrogance. He must know the Accord supports your claim. Destroyer. He keeps his distance for now, but if he seizes what is ours, you must be prepared to act as the terms of our alliance dictate. Scribe's hand. They do not know, none of them know, that when the Destroyer's plan unfolds, they will all appreciate his cunning. She who walks. We have sworn with our blood to uphold this accord. If the exile challenges one, he challenges all. Consumer of souls. Agreed. Lord of the Razor Hills. The past is consumed as if in a fiery furnace. We must turn our gaze to the future. She who walks. Indeed, let us move on to the next item. Destroyer. By all means. Scribe's hand. They look at him and see a lowly worm, but the Destroyer is the strongest of them all. Soon everyone will know his truth, and I will say with pride that I served him. Okay. Where exactly are we going, by the way? Looks like that way, I guess. Magma-covered fields stretch away into smoke-shrouded wastelands, beyond a battered bridge in the distance and imposing basalt power rooms. Through the spectacles you catch a light of otherworldly creature. Yeah, in that sense, this is about the last place you could possibly use things. So what is this? It's a celestial or a planetar. Either way, it's a powerful creature of good. The essence of evil suffuses this place. What fiend would subject me to such an infernal pit? I didn't mean to. You see, I have these magic spectacles. Fool, it's too late.
Varlets, prepare for thine end!
Ooh. That I should be soiled by such base fiends as these. You, I should strike you dead for this trespass. Your ignorance insults the divine powers I serve. Yet insult is not injury, and I believe you did act in ignorance. I shall spare you, but be warned. Not tamper further with forces beyond your understanding, mortal. Whoever, whatever you summon next may not be as indulgent as I. But forth without terror. Let's go with plan B. What do we get if we kill it? So I'm not really good.
Better.
Another time I shall give.
He's dispelling all effects, so we definitely don't want to fight him. Our buffs will basically turn to nothing.
Bleed.
I need healing to fight. Yes.
I will recover.
Not an easy kill either.
You might want to run away.
I wanted to see if he drops something else.
You're already dead.
So as far as I can see, there's really nothing to be gained.
I'll do it.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
At once.
Oh shit.
You might want to run away.
Me!
I will
Me there! That stings, doesn't
Tis
it,
my
Evil?
will.
We're so buffed that this deck cannot possibly offer much of resistance.
Can I help you?
This lasts for hours too.
Charge! At once.
But hour is not a huge amount of time.
Come then, you craven fiends! Come and meet your doom!
Caelan, wait! Please! Talk to us! You promised to restore my wife, my children, yet all you've brought us is more death. I look in your eyes now and I see nothing but madness.
You call me mad? I'll show you madness! I'll— No! No! I'll not kill an innocent man. I've not fallen so far as that. But I cannot stop now. Do as you will. Join me or no. I care not. Your part in this is done. Now let me do mine!
Yeah, this has to end. Come, we'll seal that portal together. Caelan is not gonna leave, that's pretty much obvious. What I wonder is what is her sacrifice here gonna achieve? Is she going to actually get the souls free by sacrificing herself, or is she going to just be satisfied after we beat a couple of demons?
I cannot stop. There's no turning back for me, not now. I swore an oath once long ago. I must keep it.
Yeah, didn't expect anything else. Why the fuck did they close the door? That's just rude. Okay. So who wants to have a meeting? Tricks.
You have come far, but Thrix the Profane's master would have you go no further. For now.
I'm afraid I'm rather on a tight schedule at the moment, so if you'd be kind just ask to step aside, I'd really appreciate it. You mock Tricks the Profane? A little. Fellow fiends, rip this jester apart. Joke is on you, Elf. Tricks will have the last laugh. No. Are you gonna attack or what?
My magic will
That
own
stings,
thee.
doesn't it,
First
Evil?
one is dead. The lemurs are worthless. Oh, they have Erinyes. That's bad.
Thy called,
You can't be
I
there.
shall.
Erinyes could potentially disable our defenses, I think.
Yes?
Spot multiple things.
You might want to run away.
And he's dead. Caelan, what the fuck is that? That was dead anyway.
Another try I shall give.
Three! Fall! Just
Go
come
for the
for you
ice
on
pool.
short
Go
legs!
for the ice! Roar!
You're already dead.
Another try I shall give.
I'm dead. Paralysis. Can't really do much about that. Well, I could have, but it takes so long that it would have been pointless anymore.
You have come far, but Thrix the Profane's master would have you go no further. For now.
Foes will fall!
Where's that health coming from? Hamatula. Like, without that, nothing really happened here.
Sword!
I will recover.
Hamatula.
Ruin! Mayhem!
Suffer your life with the arcade!
Ow!
For the fallen!
Will that part my waist? As it should be. Okay,
Here
the
comes
furnace.
300 pounds of justice!
Thy called.
Feel my power!
This is the first poison effect. I'll do the last two. Still, natural invisibility, that's a pretty annoying thing, I have to say.
If none are but better,
Just
can I help you?
constantly invisible. It's more or less disrupt the AI, if nothing else. It's just something that you can't ignore.
Do it.
How exactly are we supposed to get through this though?
I'll do it.
It's locked and there's no key.
If none are but better.
Let's talk more fight!
Use brute force.
If none are but
Gather your
better.
party before venturing forth.
The screams of the damned are muted within the basalt tower. The maggot stench of the place nearly overwhelms you. With every breath it slithers into your body, its bark tendrils raking your lungs. Right. Basalt tower platform.
I'll do it.
To the spectacle, so you catch a sight of otherworldly creatures. Okay. Surprised they're still throwing so many away. They're all worthless though. Sauced. What? A mortal dares attack me here? Their hubris has delivered you to your destruction.
Yes?
You can spot and
You
remove
bet.
the illusions.
Take that!
You get nothing from it. I brought a demon into Avernus.
I'll do it.
Items to the point.
If none are but better.
In the center of the basalt tower, an iron lattice hangs over a shadowy abyss. Four massive chains at the corner of the grate lead upwards into a darker spot as ominous, or more so than the one below. There's gonna be a fight here, isn't it?
Done and done.
What's happening? We're losing some bots probably. Not seeing anything though.
My toes are hungry. They need more evil butts to kick.
I hope thou art not delivering us unto our doom.
Another huge surprise here.
Let's talk in some boot, Black One!
Bleed. Can I help you?
First quarter fighting.
Yes.
Nature's servant or the group?
For the
Are we
group.
there yet? Come on, come on! Cloak Shadow's Cloak's Shadow! I am so bored!
Black Abishai. What are the two others? Single Black Abishai? Don't think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Thy called.
Glitter Dust.
For the fallen!
Importantly,
As you direct.
it
You
prevented
follow
them
with
from
flame.
going invisible
Let's
again.
talk more fight at once.
Okay, anything else? We might have to re-establish haste. I want to spread around some of this oil right now. We have at least the minimum necessary amount required, so I think we'll be okay. Pretty much the same attack groups attacking here as they did outside.
300 pounds of justice. Me? Problem?
Bleed.
These are pretty weak demons.
What if none are better?
As you direct.
Aye, sword first. At once.
So, anything gonna happen? Ooh, nice looking weapons. Can I do
You
something?
know what I want, Belafet. Release him!
You make a mockery of your uncle's sacrifice in coming here, Azimar. But I will grant you your desire. After a fashion.
Why does the name sound so familiar? Human name.
You and On will be together again. Your cage will hang next to his. What is this? The spawn of Baal? Damn. I'll have Thrix's hide for this.
I still hit that in one of the other D&D games. It's hard to say. It's possible at least. Doesn't really matter. I can ask questions I already know answers to. This is sort of sucks. What's going on here, Caelan? Who is this on? What does he have to do with your crusade? At least, well, out of those 3 questions, the last one is actually something I don't know. I know what's going on here. I know who On is.
Damn you, Heffernan! It was your treachery that brought me to this.
My treachery and your arrogance, shining lady.
This is the secret of Caelan's crusade. There is only one soul in Avernus Caelan has ever cared for. Her uncle on Argent, a man who sacrificed all to save her.
Well, if we can save one man, it's better than nothing. And we're already here, so shit has hit the fan spectacularly. There might be other ways to learn more about this beforehand. Here's why I don't like this. It's too late. At this, you don't. If you do an info dump in the final battle like this, it feels like you just pulled it out of your ass, and it could have been pretty much anything. If you have built it properly and more or less have your choices and conflicts made before you come into this final fight situation, I think it works better. Because at this point, these type of long conversations about what really happened here and there, it doesn't really work all that well. I mean, I don't give a shit about this anymore. It's gone beyond the point where this type of petty bullshit matters in the slightest. The gate to hell is open. Motivations of why this originally started would have been things that you should have learned a long time ago. Maybe use in conversations. Maybe have conversations with Caelan about this. Debate about it. But at this point, what the fuck does it matter? We just need to close the gate. Is this true, Caelan?
No. No! If I could have freed the DragonSpear dead, I would have!
But you could not. No one could. And in your heart of hearts, you knew that. So long I was trapped here, unable to reach the material plane. And then this child walked willingly, blindly, into my domain. No mere mortal, either, but an Aasimar, and an Argent, and mine. All mine.
Not sure why Belhifed is using cooking instruments as weapons, though. I know not what lies brought Caelan here, Belhifed, and I care not. The fiend behind the crusade stands revealed, and you will pay for the sword caused suffering.
You dare challenge the great Belhifed here in his place of power!
Well, yeah.
I never thought I'd see arrogance to match the Argent simpletons. Pay the price of your foolishness.
I don't have any illusions about us being able to defeat the demon permanently, but we might be able to beat him here and wrest control of him. Then get the fuck out and close the gate. I doubt it's quite so simple. There's a tragic story about the Shining Lady that seems fairly obvious, so I think she's gonna sacrifice herself or some such bullshit.
Pay the price for your treachery, Heffernan!
Yes, treachery.
For glory!
Caelan, no! You followed in the Aazimar's footsteps, Bullspawn. Now share her fate!
Well, there's just one thing that differentiates me and Caelan, is that I'm actually immune to fire, so that shit won't work on me. Also, Heffernan I think is the bigger problem. Belly Fed is something we can manage. Heffernan is something that will fuck us over if we don't get rid of him quickly. That's my guess about what's really going on here. Probably fairly immune to fire him too. Not sure if there's any point in trying to throw crap in his face. Well, stunning darts maybe?
Come at me!
What did he do? Shapeshift natural form. But he's a demon. Why the fuck my there should be no fear. But he's a demon, so I can't use normal darts. They drain strength. Kill Heffernan. The only thing that matters. Heffernan is dead. Like, I don't want to control the summoned creatures.
Yes?
Yes?
Attack Belly Feds.
Swing and a miss!
How the fuck are you there?
At once.
It's pretty, Belly Fed is pretty much impossible to hit.
Can I help you? What do you need? Yes.
I mean, we have good attack ratings and we are in a hopeless situation. When we lost the haste, and we are held. And I can't get rid of it either.
Huh?
It's pretty much the worst possible moment to lose all these buffs anyway. I'm not gonna load if someone dies though at this point.
Yes,
oh,
omnipresent authority figure.
Fall! Swing and a miss!
Right.
Time to go?
Is there any way I could realistically make him be an easier target for us to hit? So sure if there is.
Mean! Evil! Again with caution.
It's just borderline impossible to hit.
You've attacked?
The other fighters that we have had a chance to buff might be able to do it, so I have to hope they might be able to do it. There's not much else I can do.
You are stronger than anticipated. Perhaps another weapon will prove more effective.
Yeah, +1 darts will not work.
You are stronger than anticipated.
Plus
Perhaps another
2
weapon will prove more
weapons don't
effective.
work. Yep, I literally can't harm him.
Me?
Plus 2 weapon assist don't do it.
If none
What
other.
exactly am I supposed to do then? Can't fight him. Can I open this?
Let's talk more fight.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
If none other better. Neither here. I have failed you.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a weapon powerful enough to pump. Or at least the darts unable to do any damage to him.
No one saw that.
Weapon in effect. +3 versus unnatural creatures. We need a +3 weapon.
For the fallen!
+3 weapons farm. Loading. Because this drastically changes how we're gonna have to fight this. +2 weapons are literally worthless here. And that's pretty much like 100% of the weapons we have. We have some arrows that are +3. I have no weapons that can hurt it. Not a single one. I think there might be +3 bullets too. So that's a thing. The mage might be our option because they can lower his magic resistance. So there would be room to try something through that, but how long would it last? Nine rounds per club plus 1 round per level after 9, so it's basically 9 rounds. More or less 1 turn. It will take about 2 rounds to even cast a couple of low resistances, which will leave us maybe around 7-8 rounds to try to do some damage to him. Fire probably won't work. In addition to that, paralysis might work. I doubt that, but still, on the frost would certainly work. Yeah, this is pretty much bullshit right here. Right, arrows +3. We have around 60 of those, so we can split them. The problem we have really is we have single melee weapon that would work. After that we have about 60 arrows. After that we have a mage that might be able to lower its resistance enough that we might be able to do damage. So we need to make him very, very vulnerable to attacks, otherwise we have no chance in hell. Yeah, everything's +2. We do have some items. Anything +3 would basically be enough, as far as we're concerned. The quality of the weapon doesn't matter in the slightest, as long as +3. And even if we have no skill to use it, doesn't matter. If it's +3, it's workable.
I am not a servant to carry so much. I have dropped it.
It's +2. Immunity to command, greater command and power work. It is literally worthless. Longsword +2, worthless. This is mace +2. So they're all worthless. I was not expecting... I can't use the magic weapon +3 spell either, so I can't increase the effectiveness of my weapons anyway. So that's another bullshit for us. We could split these. We don't want to give them to her though. Maybe this guy. You have extra slings, I'm pretty sure. Actually, you don't really need the sling. This is all when we make him somewhat vulnerable to something. If we have to attack him at full armor class, we are not gonna hit all that much. So we have to have a plan to make him more vulnerable.
Aye?
Didn't expect this to be our biggest problem. Didn't expect this to be the problem. +2 was something I expected. +3... That is something you need in Baldur's Gate 2 at later.
You know what I want, Belafet. Release him!
You make a mockery of your uncle's sacrifice in coming here, Azimar. But I will grant you your
If this doesn't work, I'll stop and try to spend some time thinking about what the fuck are we gonna do. Because we really have no options here. We haven't gotten any food or anything. So... we have to somehow make this work.
We'll be together.
Or reload something from long away.
To his. What is this? The spawn of Baal?
Damn you, Heffernan!
This is the...
No.
So...
You dare challenge the great...
Pay the price for your treachery, Heffernan!
Caelan, no! You followed in the Azimar's footsteps, Bullspawn. Now share her fate!
But Heffernan is the big problem now. I don't think we should even throw lower magic resistance on Pelipet, because we wouldn't have the opportunity to take advantage of that. You need to summon decoys. Also, don't use the good ammunition on him. And still, other magical ammunition could be worthwhile. They're probably going to use fear. could start casting lower resistance because killing Heffernan is not gonna take that long.
Destruction! Ruin! Mayhem! Are the synonyms for death?
At least use a weapon so you're not so easy to kill. Hernan is down.
Yes?
I think we need to clean up the surroundings here.
That stings, doesn't it, Evil?
Right.
Can I help you?
No, you really can't.
Yes?
Could I do something useful? Maybe less. Something that increases our chance to beat at least.
Ow! At once.
Magic resistance has been lowered twice now.
Yes?
Done and done. Yes, oh omnipresent authority
And we've
figure.
lost the haste.
You've attacked.
It's a pretty big deal. Alright, don't care about the rest. Where is he going?
Me? At once.
There we go.
Thy called.
Any chance this actually works?
You want more?
We do need to use weapons that might actually do damage to him. A huge amount of them.
I will recover.
Magic resistance, so it's hard to say if this has any chance of working. Be careful, poison. Just keep spamming something. Magic resistance, right, we haven't... By dropping his magic resistance by 40% we have achieved nothing. Still we're getting hits. Holy shit, you're in terrible shape.
As you direct.
That stings, doesn't it, Evil?
He's still coming after the hero. Yeah, he's just invisible really. Lowering the magic resistance is nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nature's servant awaits.
As you direct.
Take that!
What's the spell? Nothing infernal. Nothing works. Absolutely nothing. Magic immunity, magic immunity, magic. Magic immunity, magic immunity, magic. Well, resistance technically, but who the fuck cares?
Take that!
As you direct.
I will become.
And hell. So we're basically gone. And magic resistance against the wand. So it's just we fucking cannot do any damage to it. We have one branch that can do damage. After that, it's nothing. I don't have anything really here. I'd be able to use a wand to save the hero, but I doubt that. It's just too late. So, next. Take the branch. The only weapon that works.
I shall.
Bleed. Swing and a miss.
I guess we're more or less just
By demand.
focusing on providing support
Done
at this
and
point
done.
then. I could give invisibility to it. It would certainly provide protection.
That stings, doesn't it, evil?
If none are but better.
Ah. Fine, kill the support.
that!
I want you to join in. Let us handle this. Like we can do all that much though. Held. Two guys out of play again.
Problem?
I will not fall here. Healing now. With caution.
Use decoys, but that's about it. Can't buff really. Can't target him either anymore.
Get off.
Minsk! Only death could ever separate thou and I.
He's summoning more deadly.
Whatever thy will.
Increasingly deadly demons, rather. They resist a lot of cold damage. And Belhibet is kicking the shit out of Caelan. Are you even doing anything anymore? Chance to hit is terrible because he does not know how to use his weapon. I just don't know where the fuck did this come from. This suddenly you need a vastly more damaging weapon that you could have previously had. I'm basically calling it quits here because this single branch, it's not good enough. I might be able to make it work, but if I even had a second weapon that could do damage to him, I could have killed him a long time ago. I mean, I got him badly injured with that terrible fucking branch. So I think it's easier to just try to get another +3 weapon than it is, or more +3 arrows, something, anything, than it is to try to make this one fucking branch to do all the work here. I mean, even having basic weapon proficiency on the branch would have gotten rid of a lot of negatives. So I just don't think this is a sensible way to do this. Alternatively, I'll give Minsk and Nina here the boot and get a mage that can cast a +3 weapon enchantment. That'll basically fix all the problems too. So one way or another, but this is not worth doing.